She leans in, her body draws near. Her arms wrap around you softly, naturally, like a moment she's done 1,000 times. And in that fleeting second, most men assume it's nothing. Just a hug, just another polite gesture. A greeting, a goodbye, a moment that will pass. But what if I told you that how you respond to that one simple hug can completely change how she sees you? That this ordinary moment carries within it a quiet psychological storm, and that most men fail it without ever realizing. Base a hug to a man may be warmth, but to a woman, a hug is a message, a question. Sometimes, even a silent invitation to emotional intimacy. Shadowsins know how to express inwards. When she hugs you, she's not just feeling your arms. She's sensing your confidence. She's measuring your presence. She's evaluating your calm. She's subconsciously asking herself, do I feel safe in his arms, or do I feel nothing? Is he grounded or grasping? Is aware of what this moment means, or will ruin it like every other guy? The average man hugs back too quickly, hechicles nervously. He pats her back like she's a buddy. He talks immediately after to fill the silence. He fumbles the power of the moment. And when that happens, she forgets him instantly. But the rare man, the high value, grounded, emotionally calibrate man, responds to that hug like it's not just touch, but language. And when he gets a treat, she remembers him, not just as a man she hugged, but as a man who made her body feel safe. As a man whose arms didn't grab her, but held her. A man whose stillness told her, you didn't have to be anything right now, just be. She won't know why. She once saw it out loud. But replay it. She'll crave it again. She'll tell herself it was just a hug, but deep down, her nervous system won't let her forget it because you weren't like theist, thought you were present, you were stoic, you made her feel lick, could finally stop performing. And that is what makes a woman think about you long after you've gone. So in his video, I'm going to show you exactly how to respond to her. Hug like a high-value man with calm, with mastery, with presence. So that's next time a woman leans in, she'll isn't just hug you and walk away. She walks away, wondering, what just happened? Why she can't stop thinking of Buddha. Let's begin. Welcome to Stoic Paradox, where we don't chase women, we track them through presence, power, and emotional precision. Today, we're Devangento, something that seems small, but is a thing but a hug, not a kiss, not a date, not an hour-long conversation, just a hug. And yet that moment, barely 5 seconds long, has the potential to plant a memory so strong in a woman's mind that it lingers in her body for hours, days, even weeks. You see, men are trained to look for big moments, grand gestures, the big conversations, physical chemistry, but women are neurologically wired to feel everything in the settle. The slight shift in your breathing, the quiet strength in your posture, the calm of your hands, the energy that surrounds you like an aura. Whether it's erratic, needy, uncertain, or still grounded, masculine. When a woman hugs you, she's not just engaging in physical contact, that she's tuning into your essence. Even if she's not doing it consciously, her body is asking, is he safe? Is he strong without needing to dominate? Does Helith energy between us or follow mine? Can I melt into him, or do I hold myself together? And if your answer is strong, even silently, you'll never hear from her again, because shed just forgets hug. She forgot you. But if your energy is right, if you enter Thatman with stillness instead of stiffness, with curiosity instead of control, with masculine presence instead of performance, then something different. The hug goes from casual to chemical, from simple to spiritual. From forgettable to unforgettable. Aki walks away, not overwhelmed by what you said, but quietly, powerfully stirred by how you made her feel. She doesn't understand it logically, but she can't stop thinking about it emotionally. The weight of your arms, the calm in your chest, the moment you held her, and didn't rush it, the way you let go first with confidence, not distance. The way your silence spoke more than words ever can. And the best part, she thinks it was her idea. She thinks you didn't even notice what you were doing. But you did, because you are not average. You understand that attraction is inbuilt in grand performances, that it's born in quiet mastery. You understand that a hug isn't just contact. It's a canvas for your masculine presence. And most of all, you understand that a woman doesn't want to be impressed, she wants to be felt. So if you're tired of being the guy, she forgets. If you're done letting things pass without impact, and if you're ready to turn the smallest gesture into the most powerful memory, then stay with me, because I'm about each exactly how to respond to a hug in a way that makes her feel something real without ever saying a word. This is Stoic paradox. And here, we didn't react emotionally, do we respond intentionally? Let's begin. 1. Don't just react. Receive the hug with sovereign stillness. Leans in, her arms open. Her presence moves toward yours. And this is where most men fail the test before it even begins. They react out fast, eager, nervous. They lunge into the hug as if they were waiting for permission to feel wanted. But a high value man, a stoic man, doesn't move instantly. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't jump in. Instead, he pauses just for a second, not to reject her, but to let her energy reach him instead of him reaching for it. This subtle pause speaks louder than anything. It says, I don't chase connection, I allow it, I am whole already. I don't need this hug, but I'll receive it fully. This pause becomes the first crack in her emotional armor, because I is so used to men proving themselves through touch. But when you show mastery, and in that moment, without even knowing why, she feels different. Drawn in, held not by your arms yet, but by your calm. 2. Anchor the hug. Don't just mirror it when you finally return the hug. Don't just mimic her energy. Lead it. You are not a mirror. You are the frame. Place your arms around her in a way that feels intentional, protective, and composed. No trembling, no over-squeezing. Just angered stillness. Make her feel like the moment could end. But you're nourished to let it go. You're not clinging, that you're not desperate, you're simply present. You are calm in closeness. And women feel that contrast immediately. Base 99% of men are anxious inside of physical affection. So when you hold her with masculine ease, it becomes a moment that lives inside her nervous system. Because your arms weren't just arms, they were safe territory. They didn't demand anything. They didn't tremble for approval. They said, I know, I am, and I trust you to feel that without my proving it. That's the difference between a forgettable hug and donate theta wires her memory. 3. Let your breath speak first. It's louder than your words in the middle of that hug. When your bodies are close, she adjusts, listening with her ears. She's listening with her skin. And your brain, the volume knob on your masculinity. If you're shallow, quick, stiff in your lungs, she feels tension. She senses anxiety. She registers. He's not relaxed. Therefore, I can't relax. But when your breath drops deep into your belly, when it slows, that expands. Comto herbity mirrors automatically. Her nervous system entrains to your, and without a word, you've made her feel something she rarely experiences with men. Grounded surrender, she can't name, she won't say out loud. But when she hugs you, and her body starts sensing to your energy, you become unforgettable, because she didn't just feel a man. She felt safety without weakness, stillness without coldness, strength without control, and in the world of women, that combination is almost mythical. Forlees the hug slightly before her with this. Not distancing the hug matters, Asho, it starts. If you cling to long tricks of neediness, if you drop away too quickly, it screams discomfort. So what do? You match her, and slightly lead. Hold for as long as she's engaged, and then gently begin to release before she does. To not with speed, not with tension. With elegance, you give her something beautiful, and then you walk away from it first. And in doing so, you trigger the oldest form of feminine intrigue. Why didn't he hold on longer? Did he feel that moment like it did? Did he choose to end it? Now the Mr. Abudgens, because most men would cling to that touch like it was rare oxygen dog. But you let go early as if you trust the moment will come again because you are the kind of man who creates them. That's not rejection. That's emotional power, and power is what Sherry members 5. Let's silence beta echo of the connection. Don't ruin it with words. Who gans. Her body steps back. The air opens up again. This is where average men panic. They speak, they joke. They nervously try to keep the emotional current alive and accidentally unplug it. But you let the silence settle. You don't say anything right away. You let the weight off. The hug stays suspended between you like and in that silence, she feels the echo. She replaced the embrace in her body. She wonders what you are rethinking, and that curiosity is everything. You're not cold. You're just full enough not to fill the air with noise. Your stillness says, I'm not of closeness, and I am not afraid of stillness either. I felt that moment. I don't need to talk about it. And that makes her feel like she just shared something sacred, not small. 6. Compliment something soulful, not surface level. If you don't speak, speak to her depth. Don't compliment her looks. Don't flatter her body. Compliment the experience. There's something like you carry calmness in your energy. Most people don't. That was the most peaceful moment I've had today. You feel real, it's rare. These compliments bypass the mask. They land in the heart because they're not designed to impress. They're reflections of what you noticed, and for a woman what constantly being looked at, but rarely seen. That kind of comment can shake something awake inside her. She'll walk away wondering, how did he know that about me? Why do I feel like he touched something I hide from everyone? And that emotional fingerprint. It don't fade. 7. Keep eye contact longer, but with stillness, not seduction. When the physical part ends, keep the emotional thread alive, not by force, but by gaze. Don't stare, don't smirk, just see her as she steps back. Hold her eyes for 2 to 3 seconds longer than most men would. Not with hunger, not with longing, but with still presence. Your eyes say, I'm not afraid to be here. I didn't need to look away. I don't need to escape. Intimacy. This subtle act grounds her again. It makes the moment feel real, not just return, and because most men look awakely afraid of the closeness they just created. You become the contrast, and contrast creates chemistry. 8. Detach completely. Lithia Chasithiano comes the most important part. The part that makes or breaks everything. What you do after you let go, you smiled, you made eye contact. Now you move on. Calmly, softly, confidently, without carrying themament, like a trophy. You didn't revisit it, you don't ask about it, you don't replay it, you detach from it. Fully. Beckers, the Stoic man doesn't end to follow up on intimacy. He trusts that real connection lingers on its own, and that trust, that psychological freedom, it drives her wild. That because it means you weren't trying to get something from her. You were simply present while the moment existed. That makes you more than just memorable, it makes you unforgettable. If you've mediated this far, you're not average man. That you're not hero for quick pickup lines. That you're not chasing gimmicks. You are here because you understand something most men never even consider attraction to us and happen in loud word. It happens in the quiet moments. In the way you breathe. In the way you hold stillness without needing to feel it. In the way you respond, not react when her body touches yours. You've just learned something that 99% of men overlook. That a hug isn't just a gesture. It's a test. A moment of emotional calibration where she feels the entire essence of who you are, in su lence. And if you get that moment right without trying, without faking, she will feel something she can't explain but can never forget. Now, if you're either second of man who wants to dive deeper into masculine presence, into emotional mastery, into the psychology of feminine attraction, not for manipulation, but for authentic magnetism, then this is where you belong. Stoic paradox, and just a channel. It's a brotherhood for men who choose stillness over chasing, power over panic, and meaning over noise. So, if this video spoke to you, if you felt something real, if you realized how much power exists in the smallest, quietest moments between you and her, then don't just scroll away. Tap that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, so you never miss what most men will never learn. Leave a comment below. What moment in your life made a woman remember you, even after you said nothing? Because this isn't about hacks. It's about understanding your energy is your message. And if you master that, you won't need to chase anything again. But she'll feel it. She'll remember it. And she can't stop thinking about you. This is old Stoic, where the strongest man is not the loudest but most unshakably present. And until next time, stay calm, stay grounded. And remember, sometimes the way you let go is the very reason she holds on.